About 12 months ago, I bought my first ever sim rig, and that time has been spread across Assetto, Corsa, Competizione and Le Mans Ultimate, but for some reason, I never once thought to give iRacing a go. Why didn't I do that? It's like the biggest sim racing game ever made. The most honest explanation is money. But I have managed to get my hands on a free 12 months subscription. And I've heard very good things about the free content on iRacing, so I thought I would give it a go myself. My iRacing journey is about to start right here, right now, and I want you to join me on my journey. If you're interested, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Let's go, let's do this. So guys, our first rookie experience starts right here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're competing in the Global Mazda MX-5 Cup for this one. Leaving the pits now, very nervous for this, didn't want to make any stupid mistakes. But the lessons were about to start straight away.
They're showing us the black flag. You didn't exit the pits safely. You have to drive through the pits without stopping.
What the hell? What have I done? Now guys, I would really appreciate if you could let me know in the comments, what did I do to deserve that black flag? I literally still do not have a clue. But we join the action now at the end of my fastest qualifying lap, which was good enough for our first pole position at 1:35.95. What a perfect place to start our first race. So it's nice to see we're starting on the inside for turn 1. It means I can cover a potential lunge from P2. But I am very wary of the cold tyres on this game because it's caught me out so many times in practice. So try and get through the first 3 or 4 corners safe. Take it easy, pull the gap and have a nice boring lights the flag victory. That's the goal. Oh, I have no idea. Oh, nearly shifted up there.
Green flag, green flag.
Is that it? We are away in my first ever iRacing race. We need to be careful of the cold tyres here.
There's an incident behind.
There we go. He's lost it. Cold tyres, boys.
There's an incident behind.
Oh. It looks like we're safe. Let's just bring it home now. Feels odd to be saying that after 4 corners, but we were over a second clear than P2. We're out of the danger zone now, guys, I think, so let's just keep on the black stuff. And watching the replay back now, guys, we actually have a really good launch off the line. I still don't really know exactly how I've done that. This was my best launch of the whole 3 races that I've done. And I still don't know why it was so good. I'd done the same thing all 3 times, but this launch was insane. As you can see through turn 1, nice and clean. We had a little bit of a wiggle on the entry, but car 2, the yellow car, had a much better exit. Getting a little bit eager, too late on the brakes. I think too much brake pressure there as well, and it sends the car around for him. Further back in the pack, looking at the green car of car number 10, minding his own business into turn 1. And yeah, that car behind car number 4 there. Way too eager. To be honest, it was kind of a strange one. You'll see on board car number 4, he kind of takes his time and then he just forgets his brakes exist, and he absolutely demolishes him there into turn 1. Still on that one now, watching cars number 4 and number 5 go through turns 5. Car number 5 looks down the inside into my favourite corner on the track, but he completely loses the rear end. That sends him onto the grass. He has a bit of a dodgy rejoin. He loses the rear end. At the same time, car number 4 also loses the rear end. They meet in the middle, and then car number 5 just completely buries his right foot, keeps it pinned, and then car number 2 comes round, and they kind of just butt heads awkwardly in the middle. And this is a kind of rookie behaviour you would expect to see in these lobbies. On board with car number 2, that's what it looked like from his perspective. A very frustrating situation to find yourself in. On to lap number 2 now, watching car number 4, back at the same corner. Loses the rear end under braking, decides to do a little bit of Tokyo drifting there, parks it on the apex. I wanted to include this one. He holds his brakes before rejoining. Car number 2 decides to join him for some Tokyo drifting as well. These guys certainly been in the wars at the start of this race. Meanwhile, we are out front, minding our own business, keeping everything cool, calm and collected, about to take our first victory of our iRacing career. Get in there. No off tracks, no contacts, nothing stupid. Clean race. That's just what you want to start your iRacing career. Come on! Clearly absolutely buzzing there with my first victory on iRacing. But we're going to go straight into race 2 now, back on pole position with a 1 minute 35.878, and we're going to focus on car number 8 as we approach into turn 1. We're going to see he kind of misses his turning point, hits a couple of cars, and this is the kind of typical rookie behaviour you do see at this level. Meanwhile out front, I've had a nice clean start. I have got my mirrors full of the pink car, and he's going to prove a little bit more of a test. He's going to kind of keep me honest for the start of this race. Through turns 1, 2, 3, nice and clean, really maximising our qualifying performance, making most of the clean air, driving really well at the moment, but things were about to go wrong. Oh, very deep there. Our first mistake. He's backed out. Fair play to him. That's made me happy because I know he's not going to do any ridiculous moves. I was going to let him go there, guys, but he backed out, so fair play to him for that. And I decided from this point to try and build a buffer to the cars behind. Ooh. Too much brake pressure on the entry there, and he brought the rear end round. Something, if you guys do drive these Mazdas when you first start your iRacing journey, you will find out you get a lot of rotation from the brakes on this car. For example, that corner there, the initial phase, the initial rotation was coming from the brake pedal. Brakes and a tiny little bit of steering angle, and the rear end just goes. So for a rookie who hasn't got 500 hours like myself, they'll find that challenging, really challenging. It'll take away the confidence straight away. This car's all about sliding the rear end. That corner there, I was sliding the whole way through there. Really fun car to drive this. Same here, brakes. That is just sliding into that corner. Really, really fun. Oh, someone's off. Oh, we nearly follow him. Oh. Holy. And that just shows how fast things can change. I think we got 2 more laps to go after this one. Let's just bring this thing home. Come on, no nasty surprises. And bringing this thing home is exactly what we did. Through the final chicane, we finished our second race at Charlotte, taking our second win in as many races.
You won. Why did the others bother to show up?
Back into the qualifying action now, into the final chicane, and this lap is going to see us out for our third pole position in as many races. A 135.3, once again putting ourselves in the best position to make it 3 race wins from 3. So race number 3 then, the final race of my rookie series. Back on pole position with a 1 minute 35.356. The marshal drops a green flag and we drop the clutch and we get away. It's a decent start once again, not our best. Car number 2 gets a slightly better getaway and we have to be defensive into turn 1. But this race for me, it was the most shocking of my whole experience here in rookie class because it was so clean. You'll see there was a few mishaps here and there, but for the most part it was some of the best standard racing I've ever seen. Ooh, he just nearly spun behind there. Some beautiful Tokyo drifting there from car number 2, providing the entertainment in what was otherwise a fairly quiet race for everyone involved actually. We had a lovely start, approaching the hairpin, or all reliable as I like to call it, because you see a little bit of action here. A dive bomb from car number 8, just avoiding car number 2, but getting the move done. Some nice awareness from car number 10 there. And at this point I've got 2 full race distances under my belt and I'm starting to feel a lot more confident in my Mazda MX-5. I think now it's time to put pedal to the metal and see what this thing can do. Starting to get a lot more confident now. I'm starting to push the limits of the car. Nearly. crossed the line to set a PB of a 1:35.103, but the pushing does not stop there, guys. Through turn 1, it almost ends in tears. Oof, that was close. But yeah, guys, that is all she wrote for our iRacing rookie experience. It was flawless for us. 3 races, 3 pole positions and 3 victories. And we also led every lap. No incident points, nothing like that. It was flawless. Clearly happy with the performance there. And there we are, awarded with our D license. So there you have it, guys. My first ever 3 races on iRacing. To be totally honest, it couldn't have gone any better. But what was the reason behind that? Why was I so successful? And for me, there was one reason why it was so easy, and that's because I absolutely maximised qualifying. You will have seen in my races, all of the chaos happened in the mid-pack, and I just wasn't there. If I did not maximise qualifying, I could have easily been involved in the chaos behind. And if you're struggling to get out of rookies, that could be the reason why. The reality is, these cars really are not the easiest ones to drive. I've driven a lot of different types of cars, and I must say the Mazda MX-5s are probably one of the harder ones to drive, which is insane. This is a rookie class. These cars are so tail happy on the brakes, and if you are a rookie, if you are a genuine sim racing beginner, that will just zap your confidence straight away. Now, if you're one of those drivers who have got more experience than me, I've got some questions for you. What can I do better? Because I had such a successful first 3 races, things still could have been better. You guys saying the telemetry, my braking and throttle inputs, what was I doing wrong? Was my maximum brake pressure too much? Was it too little? What were my steering inputs like? But please let me know how I can improve my speed there. I would also like to touch on the behaviour of the other drivers, because coming into this I just thought it was going to be pure chaos, to be honest. But I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised by the standard of racing. Yes, there was crashes, but you do get that in the top splits. Now, you will have seen I made a mistake into the final chicane, and the guy in P2 had a run on me. He could have easily sent me down the inside there, but he actually chose to back out. It really caught me off guard. But could that be the first inkling as to the standard of iRacing? Because I think on Le Mans Ultimate or Assetto Corsa Competizione, he would have dive bombed me. But I hope that's a standard we see more on iRacing moving forwards. Guys, if you've enjoyed this first video, please leave a like, leave a comment, ask me anything. Any advice is welcome. I am just a beginner on iRacing. I'm sure I've got so much more to learn. And if you want to continue with me on this journey, hit the subscribe button. But until then, I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.